Why do people with ADHD pivot so much? You start something new and then suddenly you are doing something completely different. I always thought that it just meant that I was being inconsistent, but it turns out there's actually a neurological reason for this. Something very interesting happening in my brain. I pivot a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean all the time. And every time I did, I thought it was either inconsistency, lack of discipline, or that I was called by the universe to do this next best thing. I would start something really passionately and then suddenly I would just move to another thing. And I would properly realize that I changed direction after I already changed direction. When I pivot, it feels so natural to me and like the right thing to do. And it's only recently, after realizing I have ADHD, did I start to understand why this happens. Or at least I have my theories. And when I looked back at my life, this pattern suddenly became very, very clear. So when you think about it, when you live like this and pretty much always have lived like this, your mind just becomes so confused and you lose your self-trust. And so before I found out I was ADHD, I would question myself why I was so impulsive and so unreliable. You know, in ADHD brain, every idea feels so important in the moment. But later you look back and think, why did I abandon that other thing that was also important to me? And I used to think that this was a personal flaw. You know, there was something wrong with me. But there is actually a neurological explanation.